Hey everybody, Kratos Lucina here. Gonna blow up some AI tanks. Today, I have a personal favorite tank of mine, the M1A1 Storm. This is the Abrams model that has the uh, mine plows and little sweeper chain, and a lot of camouflage and other stuff attached to it. I believe this was the kind of the it really is kind of a hodgepodge. Again, there's a lot of camouflages go that are historically based. They're kind of based on a lot of tanks, and so there were some tanks with camo nets. There were some with the little uh, dozer blades. There were some other tanks that had all the camo net apparatus on the top, and they kind of blended them all together to get one skin for this tank. But I love this tank because the Storm has one unique ability, which is when you ram things, you can do damage. Something can see me. Oh, it's over there. Alright. Maybe it's over there? I don't know. But yeah, with this tank, I will gladly take damage to relentlessly run over enemy tanks. Yeah, the blade gives you extra 200% ramming damage, and it's so much fun. Just, oh, he hit me? Oh, that's some crap. And unfortunately, this Abrams still suffers from the keyhole under the turret. Alright, let me get my gun around to the front and get going in the right direction for this fight. Okay, so but yeah, so you get 200% ramming damage. And your speed can be increased, or your damage can be increased if they are driving at you when you hit them, because it's a speed multiplier kind of thing. So speed affects your ramming damage, and if you have 200% and they're coming at you, now you get the bonus of their speed hitting you. So your average speed is just insanely high, and you'll hit them for like 1,000 points. Man, they're just shooting into that. So, geez, that stupid PLO1, I swear. I hate everything about the PLO1 in this game. It's such a broken tank for the AI. I can't hit any of these things. What's... Oh, nope. Alright. So what you have to do with this tank is you have to cover up your... While you're reloading, you have to cover up your... that little slot. You have to cover up that keyhole under the gun. To stop them from shooting into it. What? Alright, time to run over a 99. Yeah, I love that tank just because of the ramming bonus. It is so much fun to just run things over. Right up until you come across a PL01, which, when you drive it, it has a higher... It's like the tank comes with a higher critical rate chance or something like that, and a higher chance to pen. Even if you're shooting into a part of the tank that like it would normally be like a red mark, which means it's not going through at all. And the chance to pen affects that and can let it pen. And it's super irritating. And on the AI tanks, it's like turned up to 12. Because they'll shoot at a tank that should not be, you shouldn't be able to shoot through at all. And then that PL01 just hammers you to death. And you're like, what's going on here? Oh, look at that cumulative strike. It's so close. Ooh, and Silver Platter's getting pretty close too. All right, so because it's July 4th, Independence Day here in America, I'm going to give you guys a double whammy. And this kind of being my favorite of the American monsters that's more historically based, I'm going to give you guys a double whammy and give you guys the, what could have very well been the commie compacting juggernaut that we almost had it. Had America not been concerned with saving a little money on the back end, this thing would have been chosen as the Abrams. And it is a glorious tank, and I love it. Monster gun on it, 140 millimeter. It has inside the ammo rack are 2 revolving cylinders of ammo. And so what happens is it'll fire one shell. As it's recoiling, it ejects the other shell and then grabs the round on the other drum, slams it in and fires it. And then the reload is those 2 things rotating and cycling into the new position. And then it cycles, grabs the shell, and then fires, and then you can double tap. It's great. I love it. So, as a happy birthday, America, we're going to take this aggressively American tank into battle. This is the Prime skin, named after Optimus Prime. I think this one came out during the release of one of the Transformers movies. And so naturally it's covered in like all this little semi-accoutrement. Like even the exhaust, which normally come out of those vents here, is coming up out of these giant tailpipes on this tank. And this thing is a diesel. It didn't have the turbine engine that the Abrams had. This thing had a monster diesel engine in it. But I love this thing. And my favorite way to operate, because the turret is so high up that enemies can shoot into your gun ring, and they will. Because the AI can pixel hunt way better than we can, where they can scan your entire tank and find and shoot at the only weak spot you might have. They'll find that weak spot. And so I use the adjustable suspension, and I lean the tank forward, and that way the front of my turret leans down and covers up that little slit. So there's a big giant slit right across the front of the tank. Well, if you adjust your suspension, and you do it by just aiming down, and the tank will lean forward, and then I hit X and it locks it in that position, and then they can't shoot into that slot. Now they can shoot under the gun if I'm looking up, and so every time I take a shot, I have to look back down, cover up the keyhole because, I don't know, every single tank Americans make has a keyhole under the gun. Alright, let's get this thing under control here. There we go. Alright. And then you just kind of, whoops, turn into here. And enough of you! And this thing does so much damage, it's ridiculous. This thing can just do comical amounts of damage. Yep, enough of you. Oh, and the magazine loads independently. So if you have both, if I fired now, the other shell would keep loading, which is a great feature for this tank. Oh, that's not a good idea, guy. Oh, look at that flamethrower. And because this tank was designed without a coax, my coax is the 50 on the roof. And I love it. Get lost. This is my tree. Oh, no wonder I can't. Like, how come I can't shoot through that? Hold on, I'm reloading. I got 2 more weeks. Something's coming at me. Good lord. Smoke works both ways, morons. Alright, we just gotta do some damage to something out there. We gotta find out what's... we gotta push. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be impossible to find out which tank is actually holding things back. We just need to get up there and get on the point. I missed! How? There we go. Burn. This gun is ridiculous. And the cool part is, because I can use this 50, this thing hits like a train. And you can actually shoot through most of the light tanks. Yeah, you're going down, guy. Don't even try. I will tear you in half. I kind of hate that this mission's in the dark. That's kind of annoying. Because I can't really show you the tank. It's really kind of a drag. But we'll get there. I'll let something else kill that. It's really not worth it to use 140 millimeters to do 18 damage. Excuse you. Do you mind? Yeah, see? What? Oh, the stupid... I hate that VT5. And I hate this respawn location. This is insane. This is so far away from the battle. This fight's going to be over before I even get there. I do have the most kills, though. But most of those were just kind of kill theft. Pretty sure if that Anders explodes, it's the end of the mission. They just need to man up and run it over. I don't know why that XM1A3 isn't doing anything. Sir, could you not? Surprise! Oh, I love that tank. It's amazing. I love it. It is so big. It's one of the few tanks that can stack up to the AS-21 as far as like just being big. But I mean, it's really hard to stack up to the AS-21. I mean, that Korean AS-21 is like the third largest structure on the map. But I still love it. It's always going to be a top tier favorite for me. Yep, of course, got the cumulative strike. Not surprised that one happened. Got pretty close on the silver platter. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this double feature for Independence Day with two extremely, like, a historical tank and an aggressively patriotic tank. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you guys next time. Until then, have fun.